And I'm joined by Jackie Chambers. How you doing, Jax?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you. Are you?
Yeah, well, good, thank you, mate. Yeah, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Obviously, with Girls School, you guys released your brand new single, "Are You Ready?" earlier this week. Come straight out of the thing with all barrels, I've got to say, all full
Yeah,
guns blazing. This is a great new track, mate.
thank you. Yeah, we enjoyed doing that one. We had Joe Stump from Alcatraz come in and joined on a little. He put a few little bits in here and there.
Nice.
You twiddly wiggly bits, as I call them.
So obviously this first new album since 2015 when you guys released when you released Guilty Sin. What made you want to do a new album now?
Oh my God, we've been saying that for years. Well, you should do a new album next year, and it's like then something happens, then COVID happened, and then that we thought, okay, we'll do a new album, but let's do it for the 45th anniversary. We're not exactly prolific, are we? One every 8 years or something. So we decided to bring it out for this year because it's our 45th anniversary.
Ah, fair play.
Yeah, so it's all kind of worked out as well.
As you said, obviously you wrote or co-wrote "Are You Ready" with Jason of Alcatraz. Video's great, obviously following on from Alcatraz's own "Don't Get Mad, Get Even" video, which is pretty cool in itself. What made you line up with Joe on that one? Was this sort of coming out of obviously you toured with them earlier this year, or was it written before then?
We've done a few tours with them now, about 3 or 4 tours with them now. We just all get on as a band.
Yeah.
And because we sort of guest starred on theirs, we thought it'd be nice to have them guest star on us. And obviously, we did the singing for one of their tracks while we were on tour. So we didn't have that option when we were in the studio. So we got Joe to put we played the guitar. I played the guitars and everything, put them all down, did the singing and everything. And then we just sent in the track because he co-wrote it with Kim. And he just put some extra bits on over top, just doing his Joe Stump bits. So I said, Kim, we're not playing that live now.
Sure, you can manage it.
Well, she'd have to learn my part because I would play the main part, and then I'd have to play his bits. So yeah, well, you never know. He might come on stage and join us. You never know.
No, no, it's that'd be cool. How was the tour going for you guys? It looked like it went really well from what I saw on social media and that.
Yeah, it's great fun. I mean, we've done the UK. I think last time we did UK was just before COVID. We actually managed to get the last gig in before it all shut down.
Oh,
Because we hadn't done the UK for a long time, and then we did it 2020. That was 20, wasn't it? Yeah, 2020. Then we went away a bit because obviously COVID and everything. Then we came back, and there were a couple of gigs we had to cancel because Denise got COVID, and then 6 people at the party got COVID.
oh.
So we cancelled the London gig and another one. So we to put the London gig back in, we needed more gigs around it because they all come from America. So it's like bring them up. Some of them come from America. So we just thought, well, let's do another UK one. Why not? So we did.
That's fun. So with "Are You Ready," would you say that's a sort of good representation of the rest of the album? Is it all full balls to the wall sort of?
I mean, it's Girls School. We're always going to sound like Girls School. No matter what happens, we can't say, oh, let's make this album sound like this way. Because whenever we play, we just sound like us. Because we don't use effects, we just use an amp. Guitars are straight through amps. We don't use any effects or anything like that. It's nothing fancy. Denise plays like she plays. We just sing and play how we play. So all the songs came out very natural. So I think it's good. It sounds like Girls School, but that one's a little bit more, obviously, with Joe on it, a little bit more twiddly.
So are there any songs on the album other than the single that you released that you're looking forward to sort of playing live or seeing people's reaction to?
Do you know what? We hadn't even decided. We're playing a gig in Hard Rock Hell this week, and we hadn't even decided to do a new one yet because obviously we hadn't had time to rehearse them. Because the album we finished in December, and we've done one gig since. I think we've done one gig since. But yeah, so we're going to get together and decide which songs. I guess it's when it comes out we'll realize what people like because you have favorites on the album that people might not like live. So it's always good to get an audience reaction first. Maybe say do a poll or something, say which songs would you like to hear live? And they said, sorry, we can't play that one.
you're knackered if
Definitely. I mean, not for this next gig on Hard Rock Hell, but we will be doing something off the new album. We always do.
That's fun. So with the album itself, did you manage to record like in person? How's your recording process? Do you get together or is it?
Oh yeah. I mean, we record in Wales at a place called Sonic One, which is Tim Hamill, who we've used for the last 3 or 4 albums, I think now. In Syteria use him as well because he's just a great engineer. And because he knows how we work, it's a really nice atmosphere. So we just booked like 12 days in the studio in Wales. Again, right? And we just go in there and just blast it out, yeah. Put it all together in there, yeah. So we're all together.
Nice. I think that always adds to the atmosphere. I mean, there's some bands I've heard when, I've been shocked that they haven't been in the studio together, to be honest. But I think that's few and far between. I think that you get a much better feel. I think it does feed into it.
We even hire a house. We always hire. We do that every time we go because it's in Wales. It's a lovely place, really nice there. We just hire a house, so we're all living together as well. So we've got like 4 bedrooms in a house, and we just hang out at night and cook and watch movies or whatever we're doing, go to pub, whatever. And we just order some in and just have a good time. So it makes it like a party, really. In fact, this time it was Denise's birthday when we were recording it.
Oh, cool.
So, we got her a cake. We had a Chinese, had a cake and things like that. It's just a bit of a little party inside in the house.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
So with the album though, was there any sort of song when you were writing that set off the trajectory for the others, or did it all come in pretty much?
Well, I mean, writing, it was a bit difficult this time because Mum was ill this time, and I generally do the music and then just sort of put it to Kim, and she'll say, I like that, I don't like that, just like picks the riff she likes to work with, and come up with an idea for a vocal, and then come up with and we're like writing lyrics still in the studio. As she were going in to sing, I was still writing things. But because it changes, when you get together. I mean, if I come up with an idea, when Kim hears it, she'll hear it in a different way, maybe, and we'll change that, and then I'll bounce off Kim's idea, then she'll bounce off my idea. So it kind of worked like that. And then Tracy wrote a song, so she wrote a bass line, so she sent that to me with some lyrics. So I put something together with that. So it kind of comes together like that. We'll work together. It's not like I'm writing this song, you're writing that song. It's just, it's good fun. We had a good time with this one, actually. We had a bit of fun in the studio.
That's always good. I think that if you're having fun in the studio, always, even in the small things I've recorded with bands and stuff, if you're having a bad time, it just sounds dreadful. It gets picked up.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds like in the studio we had a good time doing it, I think.
Good man. So
vocals into a mic together, it's like fun. Yeah.
That's what you want, though. It sounds like a fun record from the single that I've heard so far. Looking forward to hearing the rest of it. You mentioned your show that HRH. That you got coming up. What else have you got on the pipeline for Girlschool in terms of live shows?
We got a couple of festivals. I mean, that's kind of, we sort of said we do a few festivals this year, big 45th anniversary, and we're doing a South American tour in September. Yeah, I know there's only a couple of shows booked so far, but there's like a couple of weeks in calendar there where we're going to South America, and there's plans to maybe get back to America, all depending on visas and stuff like that. It's always expensive to go there these days. It's getting worse. So, I mean, we'll probably be still touring this album, probably more into next year as well, because it's like when your album comes out, it's coming out July the 28th.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing the September tour in South America, and I'm guessing some more into next year, because the anniversary is generally April 78 when the band started. So I guess we'll be doing lots of touring and gigs, I would hope.
Yeah, definitely, especially after the last couple of years.
Yeah, we certainly made up for it when we came back. We've been non-stop with both bands. I get back home from Girlschool, I'm going straight out with Syteria and vice versa. Love it.
I was going to say, like, you've been busy enough with Girlschool by the sound of it, mate, and compared, some people I chat to, but when me and you were chatting before, you were mentioning that, you got new music coming out from Syteria as well. So when's that due to be released?
Funnily enough, it was due to be released July the 28th. And then, of course, Girlschool, my record company, said, because we do it all ourselves in Syteria.
Yeah.
So when Silver Lining, the record company, Girlschool, said July 28th, I can't do it the same day. It'd be silly, really. So we put that back to August 11th now.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, and I just managed to get the gigs to work around, Girlschool. It's not like, I mean, it's clashed once in the 6 years, so it's been quite good, really. Yeah, it feels
good going.
Yeah, it keeps me going. Yeah, like I'll be packing on Monday to go. Tuesday, I'm going Tuesday, but having a bit of a holiday. We get 2 days early, and then we come back, and I'll be doing some Syteria gigs and all this pledge stuff we're doing now. I'm just getting everything together for that. It's non-stop.
I was going to say, it looks like from what I've seen online that the pledge campaign's gone really well for this new release.
It has, yeah. I mean, the supporters are so generous. It's amazing. I mean, some of the same people, some new people. It's wonderful. It really is. I mean, we've tried to make it interesting and put interesting things on there, but it's been good. It's been really good. Yeah, I just can't wait to get it out so people can hear it.
So when will we hear the first single of it? Are you releasing a single ahead of the album as such, or?
for Syteria, we last year we decided, because of COVID, when we released Reflection in 2020, it was February 2020, so just before COVID, and so it kind of disappeared because all the press, all the magazine, all the reviews, all the tours we had to cancel. It was like, it's kind of nothing, so we couldn't promote it. So we decided to record singles in case that happened again. Do you know what I mean? In case, because the sort of album went under a little bit because we didn't get a chance to promote it. So we decided to do singles. So last year we released 3 singles, like It Hit Me, Pause for Peace, and Monsters. So those 3 are included on the new album.
Oh, cool. They are on the new album. I was going to say, I remember you releasing the singles, so brilliant.
Yeah. So those 3 are on the new album, besides another 8. And I think we put 2 bonus tracks on, which we did, which weren't included on his CDs. Talk Too Much and Rockaway Beach by Ramones, a cover.
Oh.
So, yeah. So it's 14 songs all in all. So people will have heard a couple of them already because they'll have heard us do them live and they'll have heard the singles. But yeah, so 8 new tracks as well.
I don't know how you fit it all in, mate. Sounds like you're busy as anything.
Yeah, it has been a bit like that. Yeah, love it.
You say about the Ramones cover on the Syteria. Obviously, I did see in the notes that on the Girlschool album, you're doing a cover of Born to Raise Hell on the album as well. And you got some great guests. You got Phil Campbell and Biff and Duff McKagan as well. He's as a bass player, a bit of a personal hero of mine. So it sounds like it's going to be a great cover.
Brilliant. Yeah. It was good fun to do that because obviously when we went in the studio, we said we should do a cover, and it's like a bit of a fun thing for 40th band anniversary. And we wanted something, obviously, Motorhead, part of our history, you know. And Phil's a good friend, and you know, he did a few bits for us on Legacy as well. So yeah, he said, yeah, I'd love to, and he thought we were just playing lead bits. Oh no, you do main part, and I'll just do little bits, guitar on it. And of course, obviously Doug and Biff playing singing along. Yeah, it sounds amazing. It really does. And we're all doing backing vocals and playing as well. But yeah, it's great.
Nice. How did Duff come to be involved then? I can see how obviously Phil and Biff came to be involved, but how did Duff ended up on it?
Well, you know, apparently he's a big Girlschool fan, and we know his management, so he just got in touch and said,
"Oh,
"Would
cool.
you like something?" Yeah, so and he said, "Love to do something," and you know, he were on tour at the time. So that's kind of what held the album release date back a little bit, because we were waiting for his bass track, because he knew he was going to do it, but because he was on tour, I think he was in Australia or something like that, and he didn't have a chance to do it. So we thought, well, we can wait. It's not like it's a rush. It's 45th anniversary for a whole year. So yeah, so we got that because we wanted to include it on the album. So now it's
I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Race with the Devil as well, which is going to be a bonus track.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I'm looking forward to hearing that. I say he's a bit of a hero of mine, Duff. I was fortunate enough to meet him once. When he was playing with Loaded still. I played the UEA when I was studying there at the time, and was supporting Blackstone Cherry. And I was in the coffee shop between lectures, and I walked in with my Loaded t-shirt, and I didn't really think much of it because I'd seen him before, and I just walked in. Obviously, I was seeing him that night. I was looking forward to it, so I'm there with my Loaded t-shirt on, and I was chatting to. I heard this voice just say, "Like your t-shirt, man," and I turned around, and it was their singer, Chris. Guitarist Chris. And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." And we were having a chat. And then, he said, "Oh, you know, sit down." So we had to sit in that. And next thing I know, Duff's walking in, and I didn't really know where to put myself, to be honest. But
that's a good moment.
yeah, he's a nice guy. Well, it was nice to meet you, so I'll take that.
Yeah, he's played mean bass on it as well. It sounds great.
Oh, I look forward to hearing that. He's got a really cool sound on his bass. I like sound all raw and come from that pure punk and roll thing, obviously, that he came from. So
it's a bit like Lemmy having his own sound in it. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, you knew when Lemmy hit it, that's for sure.
Definitely.
No one ever played it like Lemmy. No one. We've all been places where everyone's got to cover Motorhead, but I don't think anyone's ever got Lemmy's bass sound right.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, they've even got an amp now, and the Murder One, whatever it's called, the amp.
Yeah, I mean, when I was chatting to, like I said to you before, when we had Phil Campbell and Bastons headline my festival in that last year, and I was chatting to Tyler, obviously, and he was on about the plugin that they had for that, just to try and get that sound on it, which was pretty insane.
Yeah. I mean, it did sound like it actually, because when we did Born to Raise Hell, we played it first so that Biff could absolutely sing to before Phil and Doug got it. So Tracy just played rough bass line, and we went through Murder One. Sounded pretty good.
Pretty insane. I remember Tyler showing it to me, like the plugin. It just sounded insane.
Yeah, you need a little Rickenbacker to get the right sound, though, don't you? Really, for that?
Oh, definitely, and preferably smoked about 80 Marlboro Reds, I think. But
Too true.
So what does the rest of the year hold out for you, Jex, other than what we spoke about? If you're not busy enough.
Like I say, yeah, my Ibiza. On my Ibiza, I actually get sort of 2 days holiday, which is amazing. In the sunshine. Finally, I'll see some sunshine. And then I come back and do the Kickstarter with Syteria, get all that out. And then I got a couple more gigs with Syteria, some festivals, and then South America, and hopefully America. And we'll just keep, once the album's released in July 28th, we'll probably be doing a few more gigs. A few more will come in for sure.
Oh,
So it's going to be a busy year for both bands, I'm hoping. I'm trying to get a few more gigs for Syteria while Girlschool aren't gigging so that it don't clash.
oh yeah.
So anybody who wants to book Syteria, here we are.
Perfect. I'm sure you've got plenty of people.
Yeah, because obviously when it comes to September, we'll be out with Girlschool. That's going to be quite busy then, I would have thought.
Yeah. Does that mean, do you think like Syteria would be in this just before September only sort of thing, or?
Well, not only, but I mean, that would be the main place I would have thought, because there's not much going on. Because usually Girlschool get gigs and it's like 3 months in advance, you know, it's sort of, yeah. But yeah, I mean, because obviously we're all Yorkshire, so it's kind of easy. Sort of Yorkshire, well, Newcastle, one of us, but yeah, it's easy for the Syteria to just hop in a van and go play.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for your time, Jack. It's been great to chat to you, mate. Really appreciate it. At the beginning of the interview, I'm going to play Are You Ready, with it being the new single from Girlschool. But at the end of the interview, what song would you like us to play? Maybe Syteria, mix it up.
Okay, Syteria song. Let's see. Pause for Peace. Let's go for that one.
Cool. I'm up for that. Thanks for your time, Jax. Appreciate it, mate.
Thank you. You too. Have a good weekend. Long weekend.
Yeah, nice one.